Good morning, students. So, today we are going to continue our first chapter. In the first chapter, till now, we have understand the starting of the modern period in the term of world and the reference of the India. What were the different regions for different countries to have a period of modern systematic way? What the different ways to give the industrial revolution, and this only gave the force to the different kinds of the activities throughout the world. That also gave the theory of imperialism of the powerful country over a less powerful country. In this first trend, we have learnt lots of the thing in the first chapter. Another topic we have just gone through the modern period in India and outline of the time frame. There you have learnt about how the Mughals they just they made themselves too weak and how they were totally declined their dynasty. So in this phase when we can understand and we have understood different various aspects related to the modern period. Now today you are going to learn about what are different sources to know about and to learn and understand more about the modern period. So student, here you can understand, if you can take the example from the class 6 and the 7th, so you can understand by these classes now till in the 8th standard you can understand to know the history according to the period we are having the different kinds of the resources, various types of resources used by the historians in writing the history of a particular period. If you are talking in the class 6, so there was the archaeological main sources, and afterwards if we talk about the medieval period, so medieval period also literary sources along with the archaeological sources we can include. But if we talk about the modern period, so there are the lots of, it means the sources are found the abundance. The sources are found in the evidences and also the well preserved, because till now the human being had got this much enough knowledge how to preserve the resources and what is the writing work. Till the modern period, paper also invented, so it was a very easy work to preserve, to write all kind of thing. So student, in this way we can understand. So if scientifically we are using this term, or scientifically if you are talking about it, so it is easier to preserve records in comparison of the archaeological sources, even though archaeological sources also the main sources to know the modern history, but beside these ones there are different kinds other sources also to know about the modern history. So today student we are going to learn about these things. Mainly the things are dividing into the different kinds of the things. First one, mainly to know the modern period we can divide the sources into two categories. First one is the primary sources and second is the secondary sources. Now what the things is including in the primary sources? It is including the archaeological sources, original documents, photographs, newspapers, magazines, pamphlets and videotapes. So these all are things are coming in the primary sources. So student, you have to be understand what is the differentiate between the primary sources and what is the differentiate between the secondary sources. If we are talking about the primary sources, so primary sources are including these many things. Archaeological sources also including the primary sources, because from here we are getting the first of all the first view or the first sight to know the modern period from the archaeological sources. Along this one we are having some original documents. You will come to know about it, how the original documents, photographs just we have talked about here. Till the modern period we are having the lots of the resources, we are having the enough materials to preserve and to conserve all kinds of things. So we are having the different kinds of newspapers, magazines, pamphlets, and the videotapes. So now we are going to talk about what are the different kinds of the sources, including this all kind of primary sources. So student, now you can see here, first of all it is explaining you the archaeological sources. So archaeological sources means, as you know, any kinds of the buildings, monuments, okay, and till now to know the modern period we no need to the coins and inscriptions. Whatever the sources, mostly in the form of the building, we have got in the modern period. Student, if you know about the Gateway of India, India Gate, Parliament House, Rashtrapati Bhavan, so these all kinds are the one of the archaeological sources. So student, in class 8th only you will come to know how these are the buildings, who built them, what is the story of Gateway of India. Okay, what is the story of Gateway of India? What is the story of India Gate? Especially there are different story behind the Gateway of India. If we talk about the Parliament House, what is the architecture style of the Parliament, and one of the biggest building in our country, that is the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So we will come to know about all the things, how the different kinds of the archaeological system had been included to build this all kind of building. Who built them? So these all we are getting, and we are knowing about the to know all the architectural styles of the modern period. They also include different kinds of coins, paintings, and weapons of this period. When the Britishers came here, so they have started, they issued different kinds of the things. They build different kind of building in India. So this is one of the archaeological sources. Now, in the primaries, this is one of the primary sources. If we talk about the original documents, it is also one of the primary source. So time to time, student, yes, we know there is official records, official orders, the commands are giving, or some kinds of the official correspondence. Correspondence means when exchanging the letters, official letters here and there. So there are also other significant sources of historical information. It means at that time there were no invention of the phone or other ones. So people were using, and they were sending, they used to send the letters, official records here and there, and whatever things till now is preserved, it is also the one of the main source to know about how the Britishers and how the other Indian kings were working at that time. These also giving, and they are preserved in the archives. Okay, this is preserved in the different kinds of the sources, that is known as the archives, and it is given here. It means this is a like a museum, we can understand. And now they are giving the first hand knowledge of the events of concerned period. It is first hand knowledge. First hand means there is no other mediator. Directly whatever the things actually had happened at that time, we are getting these things from the original documents. There are no any kind of any the second copy, the photocopy, xerox copy, or any other things. So like this way, student, we can get the original documents is one of the main source to know the modern history. Another things we can understand here, different newspapers was also started to write Indian leaders, the freedom strugglers, and other scholars. They used to write newspapers, magazines, and letters, and that is also one of the main source to know about the modern history. So by this one also, student, we can understand how the different people they have started to write about and to know about the modern history. Like if we talk about the news articles, letters, and magazines belonging to this period also kept in the libraries and archives. So archives already I have explained to you. Library, you know, archives means like a one kind of museum where the things are keeping in safely. They are the protective things. Okay, and the newspapers were having the different kinds of the languages, different regions of the country. Some of these newspapers are printed in the even today. There are many newspapers which are very old one, and still there are the great influence in the Indian society. Along this one, letters were also used to send a messages here and there. So student, in this way, it is also one of the main source to write and to learn about the modern history. Student, you are just learning different kinds of the letters, especially Mahatma Gandhi ji, Jawaharlal Nehru, in the Hindi, in the English literature, where when they were in the jail and the prison, so they used to write their letters, especially Jawaharlal Nehru. He wrote many letters to addressing his daughter Indira Gandhi. Like this way, Bhagat Singh also. It means we are having the lots of the examples. So by their letters, we can understand actually what happened, how was their feeling at that time. So in this way, we can understand about them. Now, student, printed book is also one of the main source when the people were writing, and they were writing and printing the things. That is the maybe in the different fields like the art, literature, science and technology, medicines, any other things. So they were explaining about different social, economic and political conditions of a period. Biographies and autobiography gives an account of the life and ideology of famous personalities. So this also we know there are the different kinds of the things like Jawaharlal Nehru, he wrote the discovery of India. There are lots of the things which is explaining us about the modern period, and which is explaining what the actual things had happened with them, how was their feeling, how was their views at that time. So that is biographies. Some people they are writing about themselves, that is autobiographies. So here one of the example is when it is given here about the, it is one of the book is given here about Rabindranath Tagore. So Rabindranath Tagore have wrote many books, you know, our national anthem also composed by Rabindranath Tagore. So he one of the famous novel Grey Berry. So it is the meaning, it is in the Bengali, and the meaning of this line is the words are home and the world, which was set in the early 20th century Bengal, depicts the clash between the political ideologies to function of the freedom struggle and revolutionary advocating Swadeshi and the more conservative leaders called moderates opposing. So about this one you will come to know in this 8th standard history. It means this novel Grey Berry is explaining about the different ideology between the extremist and the moderate. It means the revolutionary group and those were the moderate group. So you will come to know in the further chapter. It means you know for the getting the freedom struggle to get the India free from the British rule, there were the different rulers. Some were following the non-violence path and some were following the violence path. Okay, so about them he wrote here how are the different, they are having the different views for the each other. So in this way, by this one we can understand more about the modern history. Now student, films, photographs and videotapes also, they are the permanent sources to know about more and the incident actually of the society at that time. Okay, movies also we are having the available over the internet are known as the digital archives. So in this way we can understand films, photographs and video tapes how they are too important for us. You are well aware about all the things. Now in the present time you are more aware about this all the kinds of things. Now next is the mapping. Okay, so in this way what kinds of the maps and the survey have done by the Britishers. Okay, the different kinds of the survey conducted. So this is also one of the great chance to know the modern history. They have set up different kinds of the survey of India at Dehradun. Elaborate maps were drawn of showing the location of the towns and cities with various features, flora, fauna, demography, topography, etc. So student, this is mapping also one of the main source to know the modern history. Actually the Britishers, they had developed also so many things for their own selfishness. Okay, so this is one of the point that is the mapping. By the mapping we can understand different features or demography, topography, flora, fauna of the India. It means which place, which area is more the evidences that uh, the things are in the more manners, where is the more features of flora, fauna and different kinds of the climatic conditions, demography, topography, this all kinds of things. Now we are coming to the secondary sources. Now you have to understand what is the secondary sources. Till now we have talked about the primary sources, including the archaeological sources, original documents, newspapers, printed book, films, photographs, videotapes, and the mapping. Now it is the secondary sources. Secondary sources is also including the some kind of report, reviews, articles, and printed books based on the primary sources. Now, till now, whatever we have talked here, it means on behalf of the original document newspaper. If someone is writing about, suppose A is there, and A have wrote so many things. A have wrote the one book India. I am just explaining to you. A have wrote the one book named the India. On behalf of the primary sources, it means he have done the some observation of the archaeological sources. He have gone through some original documents, newspapers, and he wrote more about the India. But the B came here and he started to writing some of the other things on behalf of the A. It means on behalf of the A, it means primary sources. So B will know as the secondary sources. It means when he will write anything on depending on the A, on depending on the India, this book India, this topic, so this will known as the secondary sources. So maybe this time it may be changed from the A sources. So in this way we can understand what is the secondary sources. Now we have to understand more about the thing in the secondary sources. Like just I have explained to you, Indologists such as James Mill, Max Muller, Vincent Smith took keen interest in the Indian culture. So they are the different Indologists. Those who have wrote about the India, so they know the Indologist. So that is a James Mill, Max Muller, Vincent Smith. So they were having the great interest in the Indian culture and they have wrote about many things. Therefore, they have just tried to understand the Indian tradition, custom, and norms that would help them to be rule efficiently. These colonial writers projected the view that India was a backward country and the British rule was a blessing in disguising for India. Very good. So in this way, student, you can understand. It means all these Indologists, James Mill, Max Muller, Vincent Smith, they whatever they have wrote, what they have shown the in their writing India is a backward country and the British company is the bone for them. It means it is the one of the blessing for them. Okay, but if you talk about that is the in the view of the Britishers, the British writers. But if we talk about the Indian writers, especially the Bankim Chand Chatterjee, he wanted to rediscover India's glorious past. It means, however, our nationalist writer was they were not in the favor of these kinds of, because they know India is not a backward country. India is one of the heritage, the glorious, rich in heritage, which has been captured by the Britishers and many others inventors from the last 4-5 centuries. That's why Dadabhai Nauroji, he wrote in the Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. Jawaharlal Nehru, Discovery of India exposed the negative impact of British rule, highlighting India's glorious past. So, students, just now we have learnt about it. Dadabhai Nauroji, he wrote about, he known as the old man. Dadabhai Nauroji, Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. It is a one famous book. And Jawaharlal Nehru's Discovery of India, explaining India is not a backward country. India is having the glorious past. And till now also India is having the one of the glorious present also, but which is something somehow captured by the British rule. So that's why the Indian people grievances against the British rule were reflected in many writings such as Neel Darpan by Deen Bandhu Mitra. Neel Darpan is one of the book. This also you will come to in the further chapters. So in this way we can understand secondary sources. It means on behalf of the primary sources, when the some writers they wrote and they reached on the some conclusion, but other writer they oppose them, they wrote from their side. So that is known as the secondary sources. So from there also we are coming to know, like there are different books just I have explained here, like Deen Bandhu Mitra, Neel Darpan, Dadabhai Nauroji, Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, and Jawaharlal Nehru, The Discovery of India. So student, in this way we can understand what are different sources to know about the modern history. Now today you have to write the one long answer. Only the one long answer today you are getting. How did Indian history change after death of Aurangzeb? So student, this already we have learnt here. When the Aurangzeb died in the 1707, so what are the different kinds of circumstances occurred in the Mughal dynasty? Different kinds of the independent places, provinces, they declared themselves independent, like the Awadh, Bengal, and Hyderabad. They were no more powerful Mughal empire and the Mughal emperor who can control over the other things. Some of the Rajput rulers also got profit from their Sikhs and Marathas also established some of the inventions from the outside, like the Nadir Shah or Ahmad Shah Abdali. Okay, so like this way, some of the lure of the profitable trade for the other European countries, especially the Portuguese, Dutch, French, British, they also have some of the step to decline the Mughal Empire in India. So in this way, student, today you came to know about what are the different sources to know about the modern history. You have learned about the modern history, a great impact, and it is very, especially it is found in the evidences, and scientifically it is very good to conserve it. So we are having the primary sources, which is including the archaeological sources, original documents, photographs, newspaper, magazines, pamphlets, video tapes. Whatever I have explained to here, like including the archaeological sources, original documents, newspapers, magazines of letters, printed books, and these films, photographs, mapping, this all are included in the primary sources. So when there are some writers, they are reaching on the conclusion on behalf of the primary sources, and they are writing about the negative and the positive point of the books, so this is known as the secondary sources. So there also I have been explained to you who were the great nationalist writer of India and how they have wrote different kinds of books. So surely, student, you will come to know this is time to learn about more about your country. So for till today this much, I hope you will go through, you will understand all the things whatever today you have learned in today's chapter. So thank you. Have